You finished work, you closed the laptop, and within 60 seconds you were watching something, ordering something, or scrolling something. You didn't choose to. The silence lasted maybe 30 seconds. Then your hands found something to fill it. They always do. Think about the last time you sat in a room and did nothing. Not meditation, not sleep, just nothing. No phone, no background noise, no content running somewhere. Most people can't place the memory. Not because it never happened, because it stopped happening so gradually they didn't notice it leave. There's a specific feeling that arrives when modern life goes quiet. Not peace, something closer to discomfort. A low-level urgency that appears almost immediately, like the silence itself is asking something you don't want to answer. So you fill it. Podcast on, show running, phone open, something, anything, within seconds. This isn't weakness, it's adaptation. Your nervous system learned to treat silence as a gap, and gaps as problems to solve. Because for the last several years, every gap has been solvable. Bored? Content exists. Waiting? Scroll. Uncomfortable? Order something. Alone with your thoughts? Don't be. The infrastructure for filling silence became so frictionless, so instant, so always available that silence itself started feeling like a system error. But here's what silence used to do. Before the gap became fillable in seconds, silence was where emotional processing happened. The drive home with no music, the 10 minutes before sleep without a screen, the walk without headphones, those weren't wasted time. That was your brain finishing the day, sorting through what happened, what it felt like, what it meant. Not consciously, just naturally, the way digestion happens without you deciding to digest. Modern life didn't take that away dramatically, it just made the alternative so easy that silence became the harder choice. And humans, by design, take the easier option, every time. So, now something quieter happens. You finish a difficult conversation and immediately open your phone. You receive bad news and put a show on within the hour. You have a good day and fill the evening so completely you barely remember feeling it. The emotion happened, but the processing window closed before it opened. That's where the residue comes from, the low-grade mental heaviness that sits at the edge of most modern days. Not depression, not anxiety exactly, just unfinished emotional business, carried forward, accumulated quietly, because the system that used to clear it, unstructured silence, got replaced, and nothing replaced the replacement. Your brain still needs the digestion time, it just doesn't get it anymore. So it carries the residue into the next day, and the next. The morning tiredness that sleep doesn't fully fix, the sense that something is slightly unresolved, always. The feeling that you're always one step behind yourself emotionally. That's not a personality trait, that's a processing backlog. And the mechanism that keeps it growing is simple. Filling silence feels better than sitting in it. In the short term, always. The discomfort of silence arrives immediately. The cost of avoiding it accumulates slowly. So the trade keeps looking like a good one until the wait becomes harder to explain. You're not broken for doing this. Every person moving through modern urban life is running the same adaptation. The silence disappeared from most people's days around the same time. Smartphones, streaming, delivery, instant everything. The empty moments didn't disappear because people stopped wanting them. They disappeared because filling them became effortless, and effortless always wins. So the question isn't whether you fill the silence. You will. The question is whether you ever noticed what you lost when you did. The 30 seconds after work ends, the quiet after a hard conversation, the space between one thing and the next. That space used to be where you caught up with yourself. It's still there. You just fill it before it can do anything.